ceremony inside, then the cocktail hour outside.
Welcome to Grange number 7.
She got to enjoy some of the outside part of it.
First of all, thank you everyone for being here. Thank you, Town of Islip, all the public officials. I want to thank the 67th and the 14th reenactment groups that are here. Special thanks to Friends of the Grange, Henry Fiorello and team for helping out with organizing the movie night that's happening tonight at 7 o'clock. What's really interesting, one of the actors that was in the film Gettysburg will be here. And he'll be on stage. He'll be here and narrating some interesting stories about the making of the film. The film will start around 7 o'clock or as the sun is going down, and he'll be on stage around 6:30. Thereafter, on Saturday morning at 10 o'clock, the Civil War reenactment will begin. And it's action-packed. We have the Confederates on one field, we have Union armies on the other. So thank you very much for everyone coming, and with that, I'd like to introduce some of the public officials from the Town of Islip. To begin with, Angie Carpenter, our town supervisor. Thank you so much, Angie, for being here. Very supportive. Just a wonderful woman. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Frank, and for all of your efforts and everyone involved, all of the Friends of the Grange. This is certainly so reflective of what we need to do, and that's more public-private partnerships. I have the distinct pleasure of introducing everyone that's here and involved. Let me start with the members of our town elected officials, and we have Councilwoman Bergen right here, Trish Bergen. Next to her is our town clerk, Olga Murray. Next to Olga, we have our receiver of taxes, Alexis White. And I see in the back there we have our county legislator, Bill Lindsay. And I think that takes care of our electeds. This is an incredible site, and the potentials are huge, absolutely huge, for where we're going to be taking this. And we're only going to be able to do this with the partnership that is and has been established with the Friends of the Grange. I want to publicly thank Councilman Flatteren, who I think is our poster child for public-private partnerships. He's really been so very much involved in trying to help leverage the opportunities from the public sector and the private sector, and it really has made a tremendous difference. So without further ado, because he has worked so hard on this, I'm going to turn this over to Councilman Steve Flatteren. Steve?
Thank you, and I want to thank the supervisor and the rest of my board for all their support over the past couple of years as we looked at the town's infrastructure and parks. There's a lot of needs, but there's only a certain amount of money everyone could afford. And sometimes in life, even though we don't like to say this, this might be a luxury right here. And over the past year, right now we're working on Brookwood Hall, restoring that, to getting playgrounds and other parks built, working public-private partnerships, such as groups that I want to talk about today, is the Friends of the Grange. Because government can't do it alone. It's working with the community, working with business owners, civic leaders, in this case, even local historical groups. How do we protect our treasures? How do we educate? How do we move forward? About a year ago, the community came together, different leaders, and we'll meet some of the leaders here in a minute. We came at how do we move forward to restore this place? And they put together a non-for-profit called Friends of the Grange. And today, let me tell you a little bit. Well, first, welcome to the Grange here in Sayville. But again, I do want to introduce, raise your hand so you know some of the people here. We have Carlin Grasso, who's the Public Relations and Director of the John C. Dumpy Private Foundation, to the right. Also, we have Henry Fiorello, President of the Friends of the Grange. We have Frank Grasso, who you just heard speak a minute ago, real Energizer bunny behind so many events and projects, but he's the event coordinator of the Friends of the Grange. And many others, and I know as the other ladies and gentlemen come up to speak, they will mention the other people that are important. And also we have joining us also Councilman Cochran, who's been very supportive. He'll be up here in a second, who's coming from another event. But again, this weekend, there's two things we're really announcing today. Well, it's to mark an important milestone on our campaign to restore the Islip Grange and the 7th annual Civil War reenactment, which starts tonight and continues through the weekend. Again, tonight, there will be the movie Civil War, and tomorrow, Saturday and Sunday, the Gettysburg, Gettysburg, and Saturday and Sunday, the Civil War reenactment. We are pleased today to announce that the Dunphy Private Foundation is donating $50,000 to the Friends of the Grange to help restore our collection of historic buildings here on 12 acres in Sayville and to allow it to offer educational programs. Friends of the Grange's goal over the next year is they would like to try to raise $1 million through donations and grants. Donations such as these from the Dunphy Foundation are providing the town with significant assistance at a time of budgetary pressures. It's our hope that the public-private partnerships such as this will enable the town and government to do more with less. At the Grange, we hope to use the funds to restore distressed historic buildings that were moved here in 1974 and unfortunately have long been neglected. The Grange Park was established in 1974, just when the Town of Islip was faced with the destruction or demolition of some historic buildings due to the site clearing and development. At the time, it was, I believe, was Supervisor Cohallen who put together this idea, who happens to also be, I believe, the head of Suffolk County Historical Society. At the time, encouraged by civic organization approaching the U.S. bicentennial, the town made a commitment to preserve and relocate threatened structures. This site was envisioned as a repository for these structures and landmarks which would reflect living 19th century Long Island. And even today, with these different announcement events, we have right here our own little Bethpage Restored Village we want to get to, and with great events. And a lot of people don't know that we have this great treasure here, which is really the gateway to downtown Sayville and the Chamber of Commerce. But again, there are other speakers that want to say some things, so I would like to call Carl Ingrasso from the Dunphy Foundation.
Hi everyone, and thank you for coming out today. My name is Carl Ingrasso, and I'm Public Relations Director for the John C. Dunphy Private Foundation. And I just wanted to express our support to the Friends of the Grange today for their efforts to help rebuild and restore some of the historic structures here at the Grange, and also to help in their vision to promote education through events like the Civil War reenactment and other events that we plan on taking place in years to come. So with that, I just want to introduce Henry Fiorello, who's the president of the Friends of the Grange organization.
Hello, Henry Fiorello with Friends of the Grange, and welcome all the friends of the Grange here today. Most importantly, I would like to introduce George Munkenbach, who is really, please George, he is truly our field general of Friends of the Grange. He's on the ground level making things happen for us to be able to do what we want to do here and recreate and revitalize the Grange. You know, this past summer we had the Summerfest, over 100,000 people that came into Sayville, and we had the opportunity to sell water to raise some money. And the response from the community about how special this place is, it brought tears to our eyes. And it just motivates us more to make sure we do what we need to do to keep this place alive and make it even better than what it is. So it is a place of destination for our town and for the village. So we're very grateful for the John Dunphy Foundation in the donation that they're giving us. We also have Rob Reichel from the Chamber of Commerce, who's also donating $4,000 to the Friends of the Grange. And it's just a wonderful thing to happen, to see happen, and we look forward to it. George?
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Nice. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Take all those big checks. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we had gotten a good bit of funding last year for the Dunphy Foundation, and we have been spending, the Friends of the Grange have been spending this entire year gathering the information we didn't have on the Grange and getting engineering studies done of what has to be done to improve these buildings. And one of the results of that is here, and I want to present the supervisor, with a copy of the Historic Resources report, which was prepared on these structures, their origins, their history, the people that were in them. These are amazing people and amazing things that happened in this town, and it's actually very interesting read when we find out what these structures represent. So we're looking forward to working with the town closely in the coming years to make this a gem and a place that people want to come to, and the center of history for the town of Islip. So thank you very much for your support for everybody, and this will give you a good idea of what has been done so far.
Thank you so much.
Just in closing, as you just saw the valuable bit of information that, again, the community coming together, working together, we could not, again, rebuild this the way we want without the cooperation and running programs like this from photographers, from people on a large bicycle, and everything else. So again, this is a great partnership, and again, from the town, I want to thank the Friends of the Grange. And if there's any other questions afterwards, we will all be here. Thank you.
Thank you very much.